I've seen it reported many times recently, and in fact, over the last couple of years, not just by reporters and car websites and EV sites, also by YouTubers and also by CATL, their CEO, Robin Denholm. Everyone said that Tesla's 4680 battery cells have been a failure. However, that might not be accurate. If it was, you wouldn't think Tesla would be doing what they're doing right now. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. Great to have you with us. Tesla, one, obviously, are building batteries for the Tesla Semi at their factory in Nevada. That's a lot of battery production, enormous when you're talking about 50,000 semis per year. However, Tesla have also just committed to investing $250 million more into Giga Berlin battery cell production, boosting capacity to 18 gigawatt hours. That's a lot. Now, that more than doubles Tesla's planned capacity. Tesla originally was going to do about 8 gigawatt hours. Now they're changing it to 18 gigawatt hours. And that means Tesla will create an additional 1,500 jobs in Germany, right when the Volkswagen Group are firing 50,000. Today, Mercedes-Benz just fired a bunch of people. Yeah, there's a lot of firing going on in Germany. So, Germany should probably be thanking Tesla. The investment comes just 2 months after the automaker successfully scared workers away from IG Metall in a contentious Works Council election, where CEO Elon Musk explicitly threatened to halt expansion if the union gained control. Now, that was a quote from Electric. Is it true that Tesla did a bad thing by scaring away, stopping Tesla from joining the IG Metall union? Personally, I think IG Metall union should be classified a terrorist organization. Considering all the stuff they've done in the last few years, much of that, in my opinion, should have been illegal. So I don't think it's a bad thing at all that Tesla is not going to join IG Metall. So from 8 gigawatt hours to 18, with this latest round, Tesla is more than doubling its battery cell capacity target in Germany, which is pretty big. Tesla's total investment will be $1.2 billion US. The ramp up of battery cell production will also be accompanied by a significant increase in labor demand, said Tesla. Tesla estimates it will need more than 1,500 employees for battery cell production alone, which is surprising. It's quite a large number. They confirm they've already begun recruiting for those positions, with cell production expected to start in the first half of 2027. And this is 4680 battery cells. If they'd been the huge failure that Electric and Robin Denholm, the chairman of CATL, says, why is Tesla still gunning with? Why are they still manufacturing them? Why are they still doing this? It doesn't add up, does it? I don't think they've been quite the failure that these experts are saying. Tesla's goal is vertical integration at a scale that no other automaker is actually successfully carrying out in Europe. That's the big deal here. Vertical integration in Europe. The company's December statement said this: from battery cells to electric vehicles, everything is expected to be produced at a single location starting in 2027. So how many cars could Tesla actually put these battery cells into? Basically what I'm saying is, this amount of battery production, how many cars would it be able to supply batteries for? Around 250,000 to 350,000 per year, depending on the size of the batteries, depending on if it's standard range models. But I'm going to assume it'll be more the long range models that'll get these 4680 cells. So probably around about 250 to 300,000. That's actually quite a lot of cars. So apparently in February, Musk sent a video to Grunheid's, or Tesla's workers, to their 11,000 workers, saying the expansion would not happen if IG Metall gained a majority in the upcoming Works Council election. Why is Musk saying this? And is he right? Well, if you actually look at the success of the German car companies in Europe under the IG Metall unions, well, they've succeeded to say in some degree in getting to this point in time. But the truth is that Volkswagen are looking to offload factories to Chinese companies. They're saying they're going to fire 50,000 people. Mercedes-Benz are doing similar things. Realistically, one of the big reasons why it costs twice as much to make a car in Germany as what it costs in China is the union. And honestly, if you look at, say, for example, the unionization of the automotive industry in Australia, that was the biggest reason why it no longer exists in Australia at all. It's gone. Now, apparently, Tesla's factory in Germany was running at only 40% capacity earlier this year after Tesla's sales contracted. However, reports claimed that Tesla actually got rid of 1,700 staff during this period of time. And here's the thing. They've just hired 1,000 new workers to boost production by 20%. And they've also converted 500 temporary workers into permanent contracts. So realistically, guys, CEOs, for example, the CEO of Mercedes-Benz said a lot of their workers just don't turn up for months and they don't know why. To me, it looks like Tesla didn't necessarily have to fire those 1,700 staff because they hired an additional 1,000 and then converted 500 temporary workers to permanent. To me, it looks like they wanted to move on from those workers and find more efficient, harder working workers who would turn up. I might be wrong, but that's just what it looks like. Now, what do you guys think about this? I think Tesla's commitment to manufacturing in Germany, I actually think it's kind of insane. I don't think it makes economic sense. But I'm not Elon Musk. Elon Musk is so much smarter than I am. So there's something clearly that I'm missing. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Thinking about getting solar, a home battery, or an EV charger? Check out Australia's best free comparison tool, because it could save you a lot of money, guys. Click on the link below in the description and you can see how much you can save. Alternatively, give Resync a call. They are the guys who installed my battery and my home solar. I'll put a link to them as well in the description. Need expert advice on what car to buy, what solar system to get, what home battery to get, or potentially for your business? You can get, guys, a one-on-one consultation directly with me, 60 minutes of tailored guidance. This might help you avoid making a huge mistake spending money when you shouldn't, or potentially save you a massive amount of money. Click the link in the description below because I can assist you, and why not? The link is in the description.